is Noya Poudel. I'm from class 2 Makalu. Today I am going to read the story The Whale King. It is written by Anudita Basnet with Basanta Basnet. Translated from the Nepali by Awani Giri and illustrated by Sarisma Atami. Now let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a big ocean. It was home to many kinds of fish, big fish and small fish, fish with black and white stripes, fish with many colored spots. The whale was the biggest fish in the ocean. He was also the king of all the fish in the ocean. He loved all the different kind of little fish. He carried them on his back, which the other fish loved very much. He would gather the little fish to tell stories. The little fish loved every story the whale told them. The alligator sometimes tried to eat the little fish. The alligator would float down the river to the ocean like a rough log of wood to confuse the little fish. But at the closer, the fish would recognize him and frighten themselves. They would rush to the whale. The alligator was the bad boy of the ocean, but even he was scared of the whale. One fine day, the whale was swimming around the ocean, carrying schools of little fish on his back. They reached the shore. The whale saw a seahorse lying still on the beach. He dropped the fish from his back and went to the seahorse. "Seahorse," he called, "There's Seahorse," but the seahorse didn't answer. The whale nugged the seahorse with his mouth, but the seahorse did not move. The whale turned toward the little fish, watching him with their heads poking above the water, and said quietly, "I think he is dead." The fish asked, "King Whale, how did the seahorse die?" The whale was too stunned and sad to answer. He was also scared. The little fish were scared too. Garbages like plastic bags, cans, and plastic straws were littered around the seahorse. The whale became terrified when he noticed the plastic straw. A long time ago, a dolphin had choked on plastic straws and died. For a few days after that, the whale could think of nothing else but the seahorse's death. But he called the little fish around and said, "I'm bored with living in the ocean. I will visit nearby villages for a few days. Will you wait for me here?" "What if the alligator comes again, King Whale?" the fish complained. The whale smiled and said, "Your mummies will protect you." "What if it scares our mummies as well? Go to your daddies. Mummies and daddies will scare the alligator away together." The whale left after that. He waved goodbye to all the little fish and took off. Even though he was a fish, the whale was also the king of the ocean. He could easily walk out of the water. After wandering about for some time, he reached a village full of people. Animals like cows, buffaloes, chicken, and ducks were gazing around. The villagers were shocked to see the whale. The children excitedly gathered around the whale. "How has a whale walked into our village?" Some children tried to touch him. Other villagers were scared of the whale. Some waved sticks at the whale to scare it away. The whale did not mind it. He was affectionate toward all. He walked around with a smile and greeted everyone and said, "Hello, how are you?" He even let little children climb onto his back. The children took him to their school playground. He played musical chairs with them. He did not fit into the little chairs, but he was very happy to be a part of the game. The children took him to their swimming pool. When the whale told the children that his home was the biggest swimming pool in the world, the children laughed. "Why are you not wearing a uniform, Mr. Whale?" they asked. "There is no uniform in the ocean. Only humans need uniform," he said. "Even without uniforms, we learn everything we need in the ocean." The children shared their tiffin box with the whale. He enjoyed their momos, finger chips, ice cream, and marshmallow. The whale even sang along with the children. The villagers also joined. Everyone enjoyed themselves. The whale was looking for an opportunity to talk to all of them. Finally, he said, "Can I tell you something?" Teachers and students gathered around him and asked him to speak. "Fish are dying every day from eating the plastic you throw into the ocean. The seahorse died only a few days ago. You must have read the news about how much plastic was found in the seahorse's stomach. When it was cut open, many little fish are terrified after seeing the dead seahorse. When humans throw plastic into the ocean, it makes us suffer." The whale stopped speaking. Everyone was quietly listening to him. The whale added, "The ocean belongs to us all, but more than the humans, it belongs to the aquatic animals living in it. Whale, fish, seahorse, shark, and so many other animals and plants live in the ocean. That's why we need to save not just the ocean, but also everyone and everything living in it. That's why I am here to ask you to teach everybody about the harm being done." The teachers hanged their head with shame after listening to the whale. The students also showed disappointment on their faces. Everyone apologized to the whale for the loss they had caused in the ocean. "We should not throw waste into the rivers, seas, oceans, and other water bodies. We should especially never throw plastic into water." The children said, "We will alert everyone about this." The whale was very happy. The school bell rang at the end of the day, and the children climbed onto their school bus. They tried to take the whale with them, but he was so much bigger than the bus that he couldn't fit in it. "Bye-bye, dear whale. Please visit us again. See you soon," the children shouted from inside. He waved back, "See you again." When the whale returned to the ocean, the little fish were waiting for him. They clapped in excitement when they saw him and danced. "The whale king has returned." The whale told them about his visit to the village and his meeting with humans. "Do you remember the dead seahorse that we found lying on the shore? He died because he had swallowed plastic thrown into the ocean by the humans. That is why I went to visit their village without telling you." The fish in the ocean learned about how dangerous plastics are, not only to all animals but also to humans. The whale also told the fish about the fun things he had experienced in the school for humans. He told them about how he had studied at the school for some time. At last, the whale told everybody that a similar school would be opened in the ocean. All the fish, girls and boys, and everyone else will study at this school, he said. All the little fish were happy. Then they all went away to snuggle in their mother's laps. Thank you.